Day 4. It's supposed to be raining this morning, and we got some to the north and to the south of us, but I think we're going to be clear for about an hour or so, hopefully. I heard a bird in here about a week ago, but I've only hunted it a time or two since and haven't heard him again, so I'm hoping one moved in or he came back or something. I'm just kind of guessing here. I heard a lot of stuff walking in the woods beside me this morning. I had time to think about that hunt yesterday. I don't know, it was just a cool spot, just a cool way that it happened. Hopefully it made a good video for you. By now you've probably watched it. I'll see y'all shortly, hopefully. I have an idea in my head of where this gobbler should be, so I started walking down this road calling like a hen to try to add a little realism to my approach, hoping that he would answer me along the way. Hard to hear today, got a lot of wind. See the turkey gobble at me. It's on the ground in some hardwoods. Gobbled twice. Let's get a little ways away. Stay tuned. I left this part in here so you can sweat some bullets with me. Now this gobbler's already answered me and he's coming, and I'm sitting here trying to hook up a dang battery pack to a GoPro and another camera. That way they don't die on me. So I got 2 cameras running right here and I'm trying to get them fixed for you so you got something to watch.
It's hard to tell it, but there's a little elevation change out in front of me about 50 yards. I can hear this gobbler spitting and drumming coming towards me, and I need to adjust my camera a little bit before he pops up into view. He hasn't popped up yet, but I'm trying to predict where he is going to pop up so I can have him on camera. Wouldn't you know it, I moved the camera just a little bit too far to the right. I'm watching this gobbler. He's spitting and drumming behind a tree. He gobbles, and he can't see his hen, so he starts clucking.
I hope I got some of that. Man, that was beautiful. You know where I was sitting. Yeah, I was sitting right through there on that dark tree. Beautiful bird. I love it. I love it. It's eat up with scratching right here. This is a bottom right here. It's beautiful. I mean, it's wide open. It ain't no wonder that he's in there. It's windy this morning. It's cloudy. Like rain's coming. I don't know when, but we caught a break in it this morning, so it hasn't really rained yet. I love hunting on mornings like this because I don't know, there's something about it. It's almost like they know the rain's coming. They want to do everything they can to find another hen or two before it gets here. And it don't always work out, but I love it. I always just feel good on these mornings about it. I wasn't hearing anything back where I started, and something told me to walk this way. I kind of imagined he was gobbling the whole time as I was coming. I never heard him until I got right over there. I mean, probably 100, 150 from where I'm at now. And I was just kind of calling a little bit walking down that road, and I heard a distant gobble, I thought. And so I called again, and I said, well, sure enough, that was a gobble, you know. I could tell he was down on this bottom. As I approached, I didn't shut up calling and then move in and set up and then call again. To me, that doesn't sound as realistic. Some scenarios it might, but
I kind of kept picking at him along, you know, coming through here. I knew about where I wanted to set up. And so as I got into the hardwoods, I started kicking leaves and just doing soft stuff, and he was still gobbling at it. But to me, from his perspective, that's realistic. A hen's coming down the road searching. He answers her. They're talking back and forth, and she's kind of coming towards him. Well, then, when you get close to where you're going to set up, you shut up. And it don't always work out, but this morning it did. Once I set up, I don't think I called once I sat down. And the next time he gobbled, I could tell he was closer. And to me, that tells me he's coming, because he was standing in the same spot gobbling initially. But when I heard that gobble and it was closer, I said, yeah, he's on his way. So I waited, and it wasn't but a minute or two later, I hear him spitting. And he was right, I didn't realize it was this much of a little hill here, but he was right below this hill. And then I heard him spitting and drumming, and I was trying to course him so I could get my other camera going in the right direction. Sure enough, he came right up through here and popped up right here, gobbled a couple times, strutted, and when he popped out, man, he's easily 40, maybe 35, and he's just looking nothing between us but air. And once he pops up on this rise, I actually set up perfect for this little rise. Had I been set up a little further back, it may not have worked out, because after he strutted here a minute, he looked across this flat right here. He didn't see a hen, and he might have saw me. I felt like I was pretty hidden, but he could have saw me. But I think the combination of not seeing his hen and, you know, just his gut instincts, he got a little funny and he started putting, and I knew he was about to walk off. And there for a minute I couldn't shoot him because he was behind a bunch of crap, and he stepped in a little gap I had and held his head steady for a second, and I got him. So, man, I'm thankful. Absolutely thankful. These birds will get your heart beating pretty good. There's some hens cutting over there. Alright. I'm gonna walk back and step it off real quick. This is where I was sitting. I like this one because it had this extra thing coming off. I thought it broke me up a little more. 33 steps. So I was right here. He was behind this stuff coming up, so I didn't see him coming up. And then he popped out to the left and strutted a few times, and I was like, man, I was just waiting on him to go right or left to get my gun up, because my gun wasn't even up. You can see what I'm talking about now. There's a bottom, there's a lip right there, and I didn't know it was that steep. But he went back right and started putting, so he was behind this junk, and then I ended up shooting him through those vines just to the right of that big hickory out there. Love it. Love it. Love this setup. Tree was comfortable. Love being in here with all these oaks. Got leaves on the ground, you got fresh green popping up. Feels like dadgum turkey season, man. I'm gonna go see if I can get some good pictures of it. Good smell. It's a good roll crimp. Proud of that one. You did good. There's a hen cutting and yelping down in that bottom. Wish I sounded like her. She sounded good. I know y'all can't hear her, but she's probably looking for her boyfriend, and he ain't gonna say nothing. I wish one would say something. That'd tell me a little bit. Look at all this scratching. All the way down through there. He was off in there. See how pretty that is. Came right up through here. I almost wish I could have been sitting right here watching him come through there. That'd have been nice. I got a pretty good show though. I can't complain. I'm gonna put him on this little knob right here and get that in the background. See how those turn out.